Hey, welcome everyone. It's Pat Mitchell here from Trick Trades. It's November 29th, and this is the Trick Trades trade recap for you. We had quite a few plays today, and this was a massive day. They all ended up turning into multi-point runners. Amazing day. Just under 20K in profit on XNet alone, and I was late to the party on XNet. Profits exceeded 11,500. Extremely good day. Let's get into the trade recap. I'll end off with XNet here. We'll start with SQ. Now, SQ a little late to the party here. And I alerted this on chat as well as Twitter that this was hugging the 50 EMA here. This was a really solid risk reward setup and just a really nice play. I got in on Square at 39.66 and just walked it down. When something's hugging like this, it provides a really good risk reward ratio type of setup. It's hugging it. So if it crosses above and it starts breaking out above, close out the position for a small loss. However, if it starts breaking down out of this support zone, you can really add to the position, hit it a couple of times as it's coming down, to really just limit your risk. It's already starting to work, so just nail it. Like I said, this really worked out. Instant resolution, pulled back, and it just kind of held a little bit, which is fine. And you can see it just barely broke that 9 EMA and then continued down. So this was just it was a really nice solid play, solid risk reward. A bunch of members in the Trick Trades chat room, they ended up catching this. Roku, another trade as well. So Roku was a pretty nice trade. I took one loss on it in the morning. I was a little bit early on it, but that's fine. If I'm early, see, I don't fight stuff. I just get out. These things can be squeeze animals, especially when they're overcrowded, and it's fine. So I got entered, I got squeezed out for a loss, kept my wits about me, waited for my next opportunity, and if you take a look at this, it provided a perfect opportunity. Came right into the previous close, put in this nasty looking seller's candle, what I like to refer to in the Trick Trades chat room as a seller's candle, which is just basically a stuffed candle. It's got a big top wick. So as soon as I saw that, I got short, and again, really nice instant resolution. It washed out really hard, and I didn't add to this one. This one I was just gonna let kind of play out, and this came all the way down. Really nice here, and well over 3.5 points. Like I said, folks, huge opportunity, huge trade. As soon as it dumps out like this, though, I do pull profits, especially on something that has a high potential to squeeze. And it did look like it almost wanted to squeeze out here, but it got hammered back down and really sold off. And it's funny because, you know, so completely predictable that it's going to squeeze back up. Yeah, does it come up and it sell off, back off? Yeah, but why would you want to hold through something like that? I think people are nuts. There is a couple very new traders telling me to be patient with something like, why would I be patient when I just hammered over 3.5 points? Why would I want to give that back to hold through all this bullshit, to come back, be underwater, and then end up with just a little bit of profit when I can take almost 3.5 points, put it in my bank, and call it a day? Folks, that's how you get long-term sustainability in the markets. So that was Roku. I did take a loss. This is hilarious. This is one of the funniest trades. SKX Skechers. Now, I really like the daily chart on this, and I'll show you why, besides today, obviously. You can see it's just about to break out. Now, I usually like to short into resistance, but if it did clear that 35, this thing had high potential to rip. It didn't. It got hammered back down, and it's funny, if you look at the, here, let me pull in the SPY. I'll pull in the SPY here in a minute. Just one sec, folks. Because look at the big sell-off here. Just ridiculous. See, and some people will hold through something like that. There's no way I'm going to hold through that. As soon as it started, I hit my stop. I was out. So I'll pull in a chart of the SPY so that you can see the direct correlation between the two. Okay, so I'll get zoomed in because this chart's pretty small. So this was the morning, right? And as it's running up, it really held the 50 EMA. It came back over the VWAP. Really like that for a trade. I ended up getting in on this higher low right here, and I was basically risking off of this level. I really didn't think it was even going to hit this level. Ah, shoot. Sorry, guys. So as soon as I was in, you could see that it started running up with the SPY, right? Really nice. Really nice. And then boom, market sold off. And that's what happened. Now, normally when you see something selling off hard with in correlation with the SPY, you should just get out. I'm a big fan of just trading my trade plan. I've found through the years, if you don't do that, if you start getting freaked out over every little move that the market makes, you'll never make any money. So stick to your trade plan. So I got stopped out. I took the loss on that. Is what it is. If you look at Skechers, though, it's not a very big mover. This is only 40, 50 cents, right? It's not a big move, but could have been really good. And like I said, so I got in, oops, right in this area. So I only took a 14, 15 cent loss. Not a big deal comparatively to my winners. Another really nice winner from today was TROX. Today was absolutely astonishing. Now, TROX, this one was really nice. We have a fellow in the room. He goes by the handle of Kelvo. His name is Kelvin. He's a really nice person from the UK. I believe he's from Scotland. And the guy's amazing with these Trade Ideas scanners. And he has developed a scanner for us, the VWAP rejection scanner. So TROX right here, his scanner went off. I saw it. It was a really nice risk reward, and I jumped in. I loved it. And I don't normally take trades based on scanners, but I really like this. And I had to hold through all of this, and that's fine. I'm patient. Just let the trade do its thing. It started selling off, and then it came back up. It put in a lower high, and then just sold off. Look at this. See, the only problem is I didn't hold right to the bottom. We definitely sold out a little early. It kind of looked like this was going to start coming up. It really didn't give a cover signal. It didn't break the 50 or anything like that. Really, at the end of the day, folks, it just boils down to a lack of patience. Is what it is, though. This was really nice, though. Really nice. Over a point, we took it for and moved on. You can't get your head wrapped into the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, or you'll beat your head against a flipping wall, right? So, really nice trade on TROX. I did have another trade on Urban. It was a loss. It's not even worth going over. I wouldn't even call it. It's really like a scratch, so we won't waste time with that. I don't want to bore you guys with it. XNet, this is the big in for today. Like I said, profits in excess of 11,500. So we missed the boat here, and this really, it kind of got to me because this right here, this play in the morning, this is what I go for, and this is how I make my money, and I get these top tick type entries is I risk off of pre-market highs, and I'll risk off of certain levels. So I missed the boat on XNet's top, and normally I would catch something like this. So my entry could have very easily been a top tick type of entry. Is what it is. You just sit back and you wait now. So it sells off, and then it starts putting in this base, right? I want to show you guys this. And this has a lot to do with my strategy as well. I call it the line in the sand. One sec here. Let me move this down a little bit. So Mo and I, and Mo is my head moderator, one of the head moderators in Trick Change Chat. We were logging off for the day. We usually take off around noon. And as soon as we were logging off, you can see this slight, I do want to point out this very slight roll. You can kind of see the roll here. Like that's always a sign that this thing's about to fall off a cliff. Look at any trade that's based like this, and once it's about to break, it just has that nice roll about it. It's like ugh, it's about to fall off a cliff. So as soon as I saw that, I got in. I got in at 1640, and I hammered it and milked the cow, guys. 5,000 shares, which that's about my half size. I have sized down a little bit just because the market's been really, really crazy, and I really wish I would have really laid the boots to it. But you know what, guys? I'm not mad, man. I'm not mad. So this really sold off, uh, and then I set a hard stop. This is kind of interesting. I set a hard stop for 42 or 43, and I should have actually got stopped out here because when I left, because I had to take off into the city, I did pull some profits right around 15. I pulled half off, and then I was going to let the other half ride. So I was fine and I was comfortable with this walking back up, right? So I took a look at the chart and just kind of put it where should I set a hard stop where I don't necessarily think it's going to get up to, but I would be comfortable with it crawling back on me. So I set it at 1542 or 1543. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. I'm not going to dig anything up, but uh, I should have actually got stopped out, and I didn't because the high of this candle here is 43. Yeah, it was 42. That's right. It was 42. I should have got stopped out. It didn't. I don't know how it didn't, but is what it is. I'm not going to complain. Definitely some luck on my side. And then I held the rest right to the bell, just about before the bell. I took the rest off at, and I don't know why TC2000's charts are going a little wonky lately like this. Don't ask me. I couldn't tell you. But it ended up kind of curling back up right here. It's almost like the time's a little bit off here, but that's kind of what it looked like it was doing. And I took the rest off pretty well right at 13. I was fine with that. Now, some people may say, well, why aren't you holding overnight? Well, here's the thing, guys. This thing's down 30% on the day. Um, it's going to be very hard to short now with SSR on. It's most likely going to start crawling back in the AM. Do I think I would get stopped out? No, I don't think I would get stopped out. But when you have thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in your hand, take it. Take it. Don't look back, guys. It's okay. You can't be always looking for home runs. When you have a really good day like today was, just take it, guys. Take it and move on to the next trade or just shut her down. It's always best to just shut it down. And it's funny that I even took this because I don't initiate trades this late in the day. But when you see the opportunity, you have to take it, okay? Um, I'm really happy that I ended up pulling the trigger because I almost hesitated. I was like, yeah, man, I don't want to get in and start monitoring a trade right now, but I did, and very, very happy with the outcome. So, like I said, today, folks, was a really big day in trick trades. A lot of the members caught a lot of these moves too. So come visit us at tricktrades.com and come join a winning team. Most of our trades too are multiple point plays. It just happened that today, damn near every trade we took was a multi-point play. Really, really nice. Huge heavy hitter type of day. And just to think, like, normally with my starter position sizes of 10K starters, this could have been a stupidly big day, but you can't look back like that, man. It is what it is. You took the trade and you did the best that you could in it, and with a position size that you were comfortable with taking in the trade, and that's it. That's all you can do. So thanks, folks. Come check us out, tricktrades.com, and hopefully we'll see you there. Later, guys.